So, Randy, what is your pro wrestling fandom level? Like, are you a fan? Is this a novelty to you? Like,
back in the day when I was a kid, Jimmy Snuka, guys like that, Superfly, I watched as a kid, but I quickly realized that it wasn't real. And I started getting into real wrestling, collegiate wrestling and Olympic wrestling. And my interest in the pro wrestling scene kind of went away.
got it.
That's just how the progression went for me. And once I was heavily immersed in collegiate wrestling, scholastic wrestling and Olympic wrestling, I really kind of lost the luster for the pro wrestling thing.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't my deal.
I feel you. I was just talking. It's funny. Like, I was just talking to Nick Newell from Bellator the other day, and similarly, he was like, I watched pro wrestling, but then like that launched me to wanting to do like real wrestling, and then I kind of fell out of pro wrestling. Right? Like, it's the gateway there, that pro wrestling, to get you into the collegiate world, I guess, sometimes for people. So
yeah. A few guys have gone the other way. Look at Kurt Angle, look at the Steiner brothers. They had all real, genuine amateur wrestling careers, and then jumped into pro wrestling as a way to make a living. For a lot of us amateur wrestlers, there were no professional outlets to be a professional athlete or to continue to make a living using the skills that we'd spent most of our lives developing. So pro wrestling was certainly an option for some of those guys. Brock Lesnar obviously came from NCAA championship in Minnesota and then went into pro wrestling and then dabbled in mixed martial arts as well. So there is definitely some crossover. I think if you look at the model that Dana White and the UFC is using, it's absolutely the Vince McMahon pro wrestling model.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would probably say that. That's probably why Brock Lesnar does so well in both of them, right? He just came back again recently. I don't know if you saw Brock at SummerSlam there. He's got this new, like,
braided hairdo, the man bun or something. Yeah, I saw some pictures for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, like, yeah, obviously Brock's in WWE again. A lot of people wonder with you, Randy. I mean, have you ever trained? Do you have any interest in getting into the squared circle or anything like that?
No, I've never done any of the training. It's never been something that I was terribly interested in. Obviously, we saw Ronda Rousey, make that transition from MMA when things weren't going so well there for her in MMA, and she jumped over into WWE. They've never approached me about being involved, and honestly, I don't think it's something I would have been that interested in.
Okay, fair enough. Just wondering, Cain Velasquez made the leap not too long ago. Him and Brock got.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, man. You should don't check out his WWE work. His match in WWE was not so great, but he actually went down to Mexico and works with AAA. Where's the luchador mask hitting her and Conranas? Dude, it's crazy. Wow. I actually really like Cain Velasquez as a wrestler. So saying that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
we saw obviously Ken Shamrock was in there for a little while.
Yeah.
I also think they had Tank Abbott in there for a bit in some of the early days a while back. Don Fry did it in the Japan circuit for a long time.
Oh yeah,
and had a really cool shtick and coming in there with his leather chaps and his cowboy hat and all that stuff. The Japanese love that.
Yeah, for sure.